What's up guys, it's Dragon Panther here. Figured I'd try something a little different this week because the reviews are, well, they're a little too tiring and they're a little too sloppy. So I thought I'd try a series of smaller videos discussing very specific points about the episode. If I don't make a video for something in the episode, it means it was good. I really don't see the point in gushing over something if we already know it's good. I'd rather talk about something constructive. With that in mind, find a penny, patch her up, and then you'll have holes in your plot. In this week's episode of RWBY, we got a lot of hand waves and another time skip, but the main thing for this video is Penny info. So after finding out that the public wants Penny shut down, despite her still saving them from the Grim attack directly afterwards, and the fact that the video being uploaded directly afterwards kind of disproves it because it makes the point that someone was rigging it and blah blah blah, the entire thing is stupid. I'm not reviewing that episode for a reason. But we skipped over that, so it doesn't count. We discover that in a scene with Dr. Palendia, they apparently haven't even pulled her recording of the attack yet. She's plugged in now. Do it. My iPhone 6 is a better machine than Penny at this point. But the main lore drop of this scene was Penny's aura is not entirely artificial. It's part of Dr. Palendia's, and that giving part of it away is apparently having a negative effect on him, therefore creating a rationale as to why there isn't an army of Pennies defending Atlas. Or at least it's supposed to. They've kind of screwed this up. 1. Aura regenerates over time. 2. In not the last episode, we saw that it's apparently possible to regen it in seconds with just a moment's focus, and this is reinforced by Hazel in Volume 5.
He recharges his aura faster than I've ever seen.
With this in mind, 1. Why is the Doctor being negatively affected? 2. Make an army of them! Seriously, give a piece of your aura, wait a second, recharge it, give a piece of your aura, wait a second, recharge it, give a piece of your aura, wait a second, recharge it. I mean, hell, get someone like John and Hazel in there and you can have an entire platoon in a day. And then there raises another point. One that I'm hesitant to point out, but it needs to be said anyway. People have been calling out that Penny should be treated as trans because she is a male aura that has taken on a female personality. That's all well and good. You can believe what you want. It kind of hinges on one thing. What determines Penny's personality? Is it programming or is it the aura? We never really get a good instance for either. As far as we can tell, a person's aura doesn't seem to influence their personality. We've never gotten any indications of this. Otherwise, we would see aura colors and actions changing with mood changes or anything like that. So I don't really see how that would be connected. Moreover, if Dr. Palendia has to give another piece of his soul over every time that she is damaged, why are we getting the same Penny? If we want to believe that aura can organically change or make choices or be personified like this, then every piece split off should be different because it would assert itself in a different way. So, if we want to say that a new piece is being given away every time, then it can't be the soul determining this. It has to be the machine. And let's remember that Penny was likely built as a body and then the aura put into it. So, no, I don't think that Penny is quote-unquote trans. I think she has a piece of aura in her that doesn't really do anything but give her a force shield, and she has female programming. Until we get anything otherwise, that seems to be what we're pointing to. But, yes, going back to the main point, unless there is more elaboration on maybe the type of transfer is different or anything of the sort, this is pretty much an outright plot hole. If anything, the last few episodes have made it abundantly clear you can absolutely make an army of Pennies to defend your Atlas, despite them directly trying to show otherwise. But there is a plus side to this, because we have an outright solution to the maiden problem, the Winter Maiden problem. Winter doesn't have to do it, which is good because we saw with Amber, it takes time to adapt to the maiden powers. It's not something you can just flip into. Just put them in a box. Hang on. Patrick!
We should take
Maiden powers.
push it somewhere else.
Is an android. She has certain parts in her in order to make for this to work. She must have a module inside her, and we can see it in her blueprints, that is able to contain, sustain, and regenerate an aura. Just make the box. This completely removes the necessary part for a host from the maiden equation. All you have to do is take the maiden powers and quite literally shove them in a box. Hell, if we want to go with the proposed theory that aura, when separated, can somehow create another personality, technically can't you just take the aura out of her, leave it in there until it generates into something new, and then you have another maiden, and you just bypass the entire section entirely? But more importantly, it means that we can take the aura out of Freya, put it in a box, and literally shove the box in the vault. Or shove it in the ground, or just keep it until everything is over. If it can sustain itself for that long, and even if the containment fails or the aura expires, there's nothing there to determine the next host, so it would be completely random. It could be sent to a 3-year-old on a far outskirt village in the middle of nowhere in Vacuo, and that kid could not learn anything about it for the longest time, or she could just not discover the powers at all. She could be a perfectly timid girl like the one Raven encountered, and die, and then the powers go to another random person, and suddenly the powers have become completely untraceable, untrackable, and Salem is kind of screwed. It also prevents Atlas from falling completely because they can't even access the relic. So, while this whole Penny scenario has resulted in a bit of a plot hole, it's also provided a direct solution to our problem with the Winter Maiden. If the characters are smart enough to figure it out. They're probably not. I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter video. We'll be tackling a number of different subjects this week. Hope you enjoyed. Dragon Panther out.